I'm at the Van Eaton Gallery presents the Magee Disneyland Collection. There's a lot of stuff in here. I just came from work, but they're about to close, so let's check it out. There it is, right between Sears and World Market. Van Eaton Galleries presents the Joel Magee Disneyland Collection. Let's get in. Live auction July 17th to 19th. First view of Disneyland. Wow, this map is older than I am. Designed by Wed Enterprises, Walt Elias Disney, I think. Here's a wall of Disneyland maps from 1958, 64, 84, 2001. Wow, a lot has changed and a lot has stayed the same. Global van lines, shipping all 46 states and territories. I wonder what 4 states were not allowed. Under Bob Gurr's supervision, the van has been restored and maintained in fully operational condition. Man, look at those brakes. Ford Tough. Look at those brakes. Oh, Tinkerbell. They have a bunch of things for auction here. Even this wall. It says lot 209 moving truck and the wall. And even this sign is for sale. For auction. Oh man, even this little horse thing, hitching post. These signs from the six Spectacular New Adventures, 1959. Submarine, Autopia, monorail. Man, it's crazy, all this Disney memorabilia. I remember seeing this in videos, the flying saucer, and then they tried to bring it back at Cars Land, where Luigi's dancing things are now. It used to be like the flying saucers, lean to drive type of thing with the beach balls. Disneyland parking reserved for grad night buses only. Oh, here's my buddy David. He's an engineer, a train driver, pilot, or what are they called? There's a bunch of attraction posters from Rainbow Caverns, Mickey Mouse Club Theater, Pirates, Jungle Cruise, Adventureland in general, Primeval World, all the way to Alice. And these are limited editions, 200, sometimes they even made only 20 or maybe 800 copies. Fantasyland ticket booth, purchase tickets, all rides in Fantasyland. King Arthur Carousel with 2 R's, I always forget that, 10 cents. That's back when you get in and then you pay per ride. Here's a car from what is Autopia now. It used to be called the Fantasyland Midget Autopia. I don't remember actually, I wasn't even born yet. But look at this, it's pretty tiny. But that's cool. They should bring this back. Maybe electric or something. And here, right here, here it is. This is just an ordinary fire extinguisher, which just shows that Disney, when it comes to Disney, it's safety first. Wow, they have the concept model, Small World clock concept model, a Rolly Crump. It's a small world. Even have the penguin. This girl here, blue-haired boy. Even this numbers over here, 250197448. That's Walt Disney's social security number. He hid it in plain sight. There's a rumor that if you get stuck in Disneyland and lose your parents, they turn you into a robot, animatronic. And this is from the boy that got lost at Disneyland, suffered a sad fate, got decapitated on a ride, and the parents never came back for him, and he became an animatronic. They say some of the stuff here for auction is trash. I don't think so, except for this. Here's the trash. This is from Small World area, or this is for Fantasyland. Look at that, of course, you know, triangle, circle, you know the deal. This is the Great Movie Ride cast member costume. And Fort Wilderness Campground polo shirt. That looks comfortable. And then a rug. Here's Mr. Potato's head. Some people said he has his father's eyes. Right there. There's his mother's arms. His cousin's ears. And a mouth that just won't stop. Oh, and ruby slipper props. Click your heels and you'll be far from Kansas. From the air, Skyway. I remember this at Disneyland. I used to throw popcorn off the side, or French fries, McDonald's French fries. Don't tell anyone that. And then, yeah, this one is signed by the legend himself, Bob Gurr. I don't know if I told you the story about Bob Gurr before, but I was in a jacuzzi about this size with Bob Gurr, talking to him, not knowing who he was, just some random 80-year-old guy at a party full of 20-something-year-olds. That's a story for another day. Here it is. This is the Matterhorn, one of my favorite rides, except for the, yeah, I mean, except for the whole chiropractor thing where your back gets jacked. But look, we got the monorail, the background, the Matterhorn, the Skyway that goes right in the middle, Seawolf, basketball court inside. On the very top, there's like hiking yodeler guy. I remember when Mickey and Mickey used to go up there. And then when I used to ride the Skyway in there, we'd yell. There's a blue monorail, waterfall. Oh, and the Skyrail to nothing. Oh man, how does it stay up? This is from Snow White's creepy ass scary adventures that are way too scary for toddlers, kids, and sometimes even adults. These are the wait times. So when you apply to be a cast member at Disneyland, they get this guy who's kind of like mad already, and they put you in the hot seat, ask you questions. Then you have to answer your questions through this mic, and then put your hand on this pole right here, and it'll tell you if you're lying or telling the truth, to see if you can be good enough to be a cast member. I'm just kidding. This is a monorail operator or Skyway operator. These were chairs and tables from the Carousel of Progress in the 70s, 60s. This is how they thought the future was going to be. 10 years later, it looked nothing like this. This is a ride that takes you through GameStop and AMC. And Dogecoin. Flight to the moon. Look at these guys. They look like they done seen some dark days. They've been stuck in there, living there for a long time in that little ride. What the f is this? This is Goofy. Goofy finally learned how to twerk. Get it, Goofy. You got this damn thing. This is stuff from under the sea. I guess it's true what they say, Zaddy, that everything is better down where it's wetter. Bless you. Imagine that you are shrinking beyond the smallest of an atom, the smallest building block of matter, shrinking so small that you could fit into an injection that Martin Short will accidentally get and have to run, but then Dennis Quaid comes and saves you with Meg Ryan. Inner space. These were the Walt Disney World Space Mountain cars. Look at it, they had head protection. Everything else looks the same, except it looks like a luxury car compared to the ones at Disneyland. Lucky. Here's Buzz Lightyear, a weird skinny ass looking one with weird shoulders. Buzz Lightyear. My favorite ride, because it's the only thing I could beat my wife in. I pretended to be really bad at it when I was hanging out with my wife who became my girlfriend, and then she taught me how to score well on this, and then all of a sudden I could score 1 or 2 million all the time, and she felt like she changed me, and she felt like she improved me, and that was our bonding experience. So that whole lie led all the way up to us getting married. True story. And look, they're sinking into the floor. It's like quicksand. An encounter. Here's the roller coaster seat. Or I don't know if that was a roller coaster or something. But then look. This is the most uncomfortable seats. Feels like an alien's trying to climb up in your ass. I think this is Disneyland. Innovations or Star Wars Bay. People Mover with the rockets on top. And then the shrinking ride. And then that one says Inner Space. And Mickey Mouse watching above with oxygen. Sometimes I wonder if they put like some Where's Waldo type of thing here, like Where's Waldo. Yeah, this is Tomorrowland from Disneyland. Oh yeah, America the Beautiful, that was what was on the other side where Astro Blasters is now. Star Tours is here where Inner Space is, and there's the rocket. Man, the memories. Actually, I wasn't born yet in '67. His NASA shirt, there's Mickey. Mickey and his big red rocket. Looking up to space. And there's a TWA bag that stands for Till When America. Oh, here's like the future house. Houses don't look like that yet, but soon they will. All right, without looking, what's the name of the seven dwarfs? Doc, Sleepy, Sneezy, Grumpy, Bashful, Happy, Dopey, Comet, Blitzen, Rudolph. Here is the Wicked Witch of the West from Snow White's Creepy Ass Adventures, or Sleeping Beauty, or Snow White. Look at her, man. She looks like someone I know. There's a poisonous apple. Don't touch it. Don't get too close. It's like poison ivy. This is the Bashful cart from Snow White's Scary Adventures. So everyone who gets in there gets pretty shy and everything. But when I was, in high school with my girlfriend at the time, we would turn Bashful into Ratchet. Man, I hope they clean the seats. I'm a big fan of It's a Small World. But look at this. It's a Big World lunchbox. I only say that because this one is a Small World lunchbox. You could fit half of a cookie in there or something. Maybe a chip. Look at that. We're sorry that the new Matterhorn adventure is not ready for you today. Naturally, our concern is for your safety and convenience. Anyways, look at the bottom. One free ticket to Disneyland because Matterhorn was not ready. Here's Dumbo. This one is called the Thicky Thick Dumbo, as you can see right here. Here's an acorn, and here's a storybook circus trash can. That looks pretty cool. If trash cans look like this, I'd be more inclined to throw my trash in it instead of next to it and on the floor, because that looks pretty cool. So on Mr. Toad's Wild Wacky Ride, there's a scene where you go to hell, and here's the devil. It looks like Horatio Sands. And here's the other devils, little mini devils. And then a mole with a mole. That's Dumbo with a little mouse on his nose with a little peanut on the end of it to symbolize a little wart on his wiener. There's a chimney from Peter Pan, and there's Tinkerbell. She looks drugged out of her mind, but if you look closely, she's getting choked out by those wires. That's Twink's kink. Look at her, she's getting choked out by those wires. She just likes that. I didn't know she was into bondage. Damn, what's up, Twink? What the heck is that? What is that? Oh, it's a fish. It's a fish fountain. That's what it is. I was like, what? And it spits out water too. This is a flying ship of my favorite ride I never get to go on because I look at it and it says 45 minutes and we're like, that's a little too long. But if it was 30 minutes, I would go. But 45 minutes is a little too long. 30 minutes it looks like, and then you fall in line, but it really takes 45 minutes, and then you just leave the line, and then or it breaks down. This is my favorite ride I never go on. Sleeping Beauty Castle. I'm inspired by that shit. Haunted Mansion Holiday Pet Cemetery Chimp Marker. Look at it. And also this guy. He has a heart for a nose. This reminds me of the Flugflugflieger or whatever from Eurotrip, where he gets punished and demolished from the back with the Flugflugflieger or whatever. And then it shows this monkey like clapping the cymbals on his nut. Welcome aboard Captain Hook's Galley Pirate Ship Restaurant. This is Captain Hook's hand there, and there's blood dripping down, or ketchup if you ordered the fries. This is one of my favorite rides, Haunted Mansion, because it has a lot of puns on the stones. This one is Mr. West, laid to rest. No mourning, please, at his request. Oh man, bars. Mr. West? Is that Kanye? Mr. Gracie, laid to rest. No mourning, please, at his request. Oh, that one doesn't really rhyme. His face is melting, but his hair is still there. Your hair is supposed to be the one that goes first. Here are the famous hitchhiking ghosts, Larry, Moe, and Curly. I don't know which one's which, but they, man, look at that. The guy in the middle's thumb is huge. He's like skitty, but then he's like huge. Here's the infamous Doom Buggy. Looks less scary in the light. A lot of babies have been made in these Doom Buggies. I tried to hold my girlfriend's hand at the time, or my date's hand, and she's like, what are you doing? But it worked out in the end because she ended up being my wife. But I tried to make my move on this ride. Didn't work. So here's the stretching pictures on the wall. It's an old lady sitting on something. and then it shows that it's rest in peace, dear beloved George. And it looks like she's the one that did it with a hatchet to the head. Or it looks like a piece of pie with a stick in it. And then there's an obelisk. This one looks like some guy is about to give his book report at school. And he goes down and he's wearing his trousers. And he goes down more and you can see that he's standing at dynamite. And he goes down more and then you can see that he's right next to a candle. And then this one is like some dude, looks like he's sitting down. And then he's sitting on top of another dude. And he's sitting on top of another dude who's sweating. Looks like William Shakespeare. And then you go down more, it's quicksand. That's society. This is actually a pretty cool pirate postcard for 25 cents. 5 nickels, 6th one is free. You get these postcards and it says some pirates saying and pirates drawing. Man, I wish they brought that back. Even if it's like $1. This is an auto animatronic frame. Oh my gosh, it's terrifying. One eyeball looking straight at my chin. I don't know what this could be. This could be any animatronic from Mickey Mouse to BB-8. That's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Here's the Pirates of the Caribbean wait time post, 40 minutes, sounds about right. But then look at the bottom, it's all rusted. Is that on purpose or is that on purpose or does that just happen like that? A lucky happenstance. This is creepy too, it's one of the monkeys from Fantasmic. Stuff from my nightmares. That should be in the Haunted Mansion. This whole place got like really crowded after like work got out. Like right at 5 p.m. it got so much more crowded. When I came in there was only a few people, maybe 20. Now there's like 100. Don't be chicken. One of my favorite things for Disney was this. Big Thunder Ranch. That all you can eat meat. Wait, was it all you can eat meat? Yeah, whatever it was, that was the best buffet. And this is Adventures of Winnie the Pooh attraction. There's only one section. I don't know, maybe it used to only be like one seat at a time. This right here is the train. It was the wildest ride in the wilderness. The original Big Thunder boiler piece with reconstructed locomotive. I am loco. That means that I am loco. Means he's crazy. Get it? Get it? Get it? This is actually pretty cool. You could win it in the auction for about $5,000 and turn it into a bench for your house. It's pretty cool. This is the stuff from the Tiki Room. This is pretty cool. Fly, the official airline of Disneyland. Sorry, but our stars have flown the coop. This is when the Tiki Room was down. Then here's this. There's like, it goes tuk 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 tuk. This is the original Tiki Room birds, custom animated display. I think it still works. Favorite ride. Look at this. Who's the skipper? Skipper looks like Harrison Ford. Looks like Indiana Jones is the skipper. And I always like this ride because all the puns always makes my jaw drop. This is definitely not how you get ahead in life. You have to steer clear of these boats. This guy Scott, he just wants you to leave him alone. You can see right up there, it's like beef jerky, but it's elephant jerky. That's right, the elephant was such a jerk. Look what happened to him now. This is S. Kel. He's been waiting in line for Indiana Jones for the longest time. Poor guy lost a foot even, has diabetes. When they finally reopened, this is how they found S. Kel. Snake on the ground. Whoop. And this is a game. What is this? Indiana Jones The Adventure. This was Indiana Jones Imagineering model. It's supposed to be a Temple of the Forbidden Eye. And that'd be cool if it was a walkthrough. Soon after I met my wife, she was, bam, guest relations. A plaid, as some people call them, but guest relations. And I think she even wore this style. I remember they had these wax figurines. especially at SeaWorld or at the zoo, and then like it smells. It had this certain smell of wax. And they even have this at the Pinball Museum at Las Vegas. They have a working one. Here's a kissometer. You press the button or squeeze the thing, and you can see how much Riz you got. Every time I did it, it would break and say out of order. That's how much Riz I got. Oh, that's creepy. That is creepy. Oh, here it is. I have these. I have ears like this. How much are they going for? 200 bucks. I should have saved them. There's Chip and Dale. There's an easy way to find out which one's Chip and which one's Dale. Chip has a black nose, like a chocolate chip. And Dale has a big dick. Toy soldiers to loser, or last Jason? JJ, oh yeah, it's Jason. Musketeer. Guest relations. Oh yeah, so there's mailboxes around Disneyland, California Adventure. And they are real mailboxes where you could mail real mail. Just have a stamp on it. Take it to guest relations and they could sometimes give you a special little thing. But yeah, these actually mail out mail. This is a Predicta. This is what they thought 1980s would look like. I guess they predicted it wrong. Here's Disneyland 1975. You can see this parking lot area. Now that whole place is California Adventure. Can't believe they fit California Adventure in that small place. It used to be the original Cars Land, you know, the parking lot. Saw some kid get hit by a car over there. Memories. I really should have kept mine. Look, this one with a name in the back is $50. And here, this one with no name on the back, $75. This cup right here. It's the original paper cup from the Plantation House. This is the first cup that they did their first drug test in. Just pee in there, and they checked to see if you were on cocaine. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Whoa, what is she doing? So before Aladdin was discovered by Jasmine, he had to do some dirty down things to in order to make some money for food. There's dwarf soap, and then there's this thing right here. What the heck? They really need the original Little Mermaid poster, and I'll buy it. And here's the gift shop. I guess it's the stuff that is a little less, so you could just buy it for cheaper instead of the $3,000 everything. And that's it. Then we go out to the mall. I am at the Van Eaton Galleries Presents with Joel Magee DISNEYLAND Collection.